But we talked about this one, Uber, right? It's facing temporary shutdowns in California because California is ruling that their drivers have to be considered employees.
Right.
Okay? Now, Uber claims that it has to temporarily shut down in California after a judge ruled that, yes, Uber and Lyft must classify their gig drivers as their employees.
Why?
Because California is too far left.
Because they want to collect more taxes and payroll taxes.
You know why?
That's why.
Yeah, and you know why? Because everyone's leaving that state.
True.
Oof, wow.
Especially the rich
Horrible.
people.
Yeah.
Same
So-
thing
Well,
with New
I'd
York.
leave too, though.
So why must they classify those drivers as employees? It's got to say something.
Well, the Uber CEO, okay, Dara Kawashkawinski.
Good one.
Yeah.
Mr.
Mr. Galifianakis.
She said this, quote, "If the court doesn't reconsider, then in California, it's hard to believe we'll be able to switch our model to full employment quickly." All right? And we will have to shut down until November. Oh, by the way, it's a he, not a she. Sorry. And so the Uber CEO, okay, added that a re-imaged version of Uber in California would result in a much smaller service, much higher prices. Of course, it's going to be higher prices.
Yeah.
Because
The tax.
I don't understand why people don't understand this. The more you tax, the more the price is going to go up.
Yep.
The company is not going to take a hit.
Right.
It is the patron that is going to take the hit. When milk goes up, okay, it has nothing to do with, the dairy company is still going to make theirs. The truck driver that's bringing it from the dairy farm, you increase that tax, that truck driver is still going to make theirs.
Can I take a minute to explain this case, Joe?
Please
just
do.
in case anyone out there doesn't understand what the argument is here. So this case comes down to a business can work with different kinds of people that do work for them. They can have an employee, or they might sometimes have an independent contractor. I have both in my business. So I have, for example, a paralegal. She's my employee, right? I tell them when to come to work, when to go home. I tell them what to wear. I tell them where to sit. I tell them what work to do. I provide the computer. I provide the phone. I provide all the equipment and stuff. Clearly an employee, right? I have other people that work for me. I have some independent contractors that do basically research tasks for me. I send them a job to do, and they get to pick their own hours. They do the job when they want to. They do it the way they want to. They have their own computer. They're working from home. They supply their own equipment and such. And I don't tell them what to do. I simply ask them to get a job done, and they do it their way.
They're private contractors.
Right. Now, obviously there could be a gray area there. And if you think about what is an Uber driver, are they, as Uber wants to say, each Uber driver is their own little independent driver, right? They're not an employee of the company. The company doesn't tell them when to go to work, when to go home, what to do and such. They provide their own equipment, their car, right?
Yeah.
And Uber's saying, look, we're not your boss. You work with us, not for us.
That's right. I mean, and tax-wise, I mean, what is it? 1099. They're filling out. Right.
The employer doesn't collect payroll taxes. The employer doesn't have Social Security. The employer does, and this is one of the big things, doesn't have to pay them minimum wage, right? Because if you're sitting there with no job to do at my office, I'm still going to pay you, right? If you're an employee, but if I don't have a job for the contractor to do, I'm not going to pay them just to sit there the way I would an employee. They're a contractor. They get a job done for me. And if in California wants Uber drivers to be classified like employees, and as you said, the biggest thing that's going to happen is tax-wise. It'll destroy the Uber business model.
Yes.
They can turn into a cab company.
Yeah, I don't think that's exactly what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And I don't think they're going to leave California, but like they said, we're just going to be in, smaller areas, higher prices.
I wonder what they'll do about the vehicles, because if I'm an employee, I'm not going to want to use my
Well,
own
Uber
vehicle.
has experimented with providing Uber vehicles and hiring an Uber employee to drive people around like a normal cab company, and that's the only business model that California wants them to be able to do, apparently.
Yeah, unbelievable. It is crazy. It's nuts out there. Government overreach. I'm very happy that we live here in Tennessee. I really am.
So I did notice this. Shelly and I went to Los Angeles with our family a couple of years ago. We took Uber everywhere. There, the common practice is rental cars. All the Uber drivers did not use their car. They use
Right.
rental
Because they get to
cars.
deduct that rental as an
Right.
expense
Yeah.
for the driver's business.
And honestly, that how hard can that be on a car? You know, to be driving it around like that. You know.
Yeah, that's very true.
Interesting. Damn. Yeah. Have fun, California. Friggin' there's such things as going too far left. These poor people over there. They're just trying to work. They're just trying to be an actor, and
Make a buck, right?
they're sucking at being actors. So what are they gonna do? They be Uber, especially when you shut down all their restaurants. Okay, and so they couldn't be waitresses or waiters
Right.
while they were just trying to make it. So what would they do?
Trying to
They
get
would
that
become
break.
Uber drivers, and now you're gonna take that away from them. Ah, you're freaking crazy. I think my father does that. Would you please? Crazy.
Joey.
No.
Junior.
Junior. What? Did you call your mother? Yeah, Dad, she's right next to you. Why don't you hand the phone over? Yeah, you should call her.
Click.
Why you not mow the line straight?
Yeah, that's not how he talks.
I'm doing the best I could.
No, his impression of me doing the yard is that's the best I've ever seen. It looks like Shea Stadium.
No.
Lawyer Wayne, what'd you learn on the show today? Anything stand out for you?
Learned that Wisconsin is very concerned about portraying a certain image, showing people that they're taking this pandemic seriously.
Yeah, either that or I don't know. A lot of people got a lot of ties to maybe face mask companies. I see these ads everywhere.
It is
Oh,
pronounced
yeah.
pandemic.
Okay.
That's big business now.
Oh, it's big business.
Yeah.
Yep. Alyssa Milano. Did you see that video of her brushing her hair? It's
No.
coming out. She blamed COVID.
Oh.
She didn't even test positive.
She's just stressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See what Corona does.
Oh my
We
word.
played the video yesterday, yeah. Nice job today, Lawyer Wayne.
Thank you.
What a dog, Rich. What'd you learn on the show today?
That Uber thing's pretty interesting. That's kind of a shame.
Yeah.
Kind of a shame. You know, that's capitalism in work, and it's just getting thrown to the breeze.
California used to be such a great state decades ago. It used to vote red. Did you know that? Even in the 80s. Okay? You know, in 1980, voted,
it was the best
voted
in
Republican.
82.
1984.
82 is when I was born there. It's the only time it was good.
Yeah, well, you that's good. Wow, you're old, huh?
I am.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, I was born in 91, so.
Oh.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. All right, I learned that today.
I learned that today.
Yeah.
91, huh?
84, Reagan landslided it, remember?
Yeah.
Against Mondale. We won California there.
Yeah.
And you know when California went blue?
When?
When the last amnesty was signed. Okay? You know? But there are only 4 million illegals. Just make them legal. Sign that paper. State went blue. Hasn't went back yet. It's crazy.